All right. All right, let's get this thing going. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing? I'm trying to juggle like 6 things at once just to make sure I'm all ready to go and set up and yada 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 yada. So sorry if I'm a little distracted right now, but it's Wednesday. How we doing? How's everybody doing on this particular Wednesday? We're gonna do some Wednesday boats, which will be fun. I'm looking forward to this. I'm flying out of town tomorrow night. What's up, Old the Door? Yeah, so Xanda, I've got to do a little bit of work. I've rejiggered how audio feeds OBS, and instead of running what I'm actually missing right now, now that I think about it, what I'm missing is my background music, right? In terms of how that all comes together, and so. Figures. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Anyway, bottom line is, right now, when the countdown ends, ordinarily Duke would do his little thing, right? And unfortunately, I have not made the time to fix that yet. So, okay. Hang on a minute. Where are you? Here we go. We're close. We're close. We're close. What was I doing? What was I using last time? I was using just like, something. I'm actually irritated. I should have saved it. Whatever audio track I was using last time, I really enjoyed because it was just like, it was just really chill. It was just like, just nice and low key. I actually kind of miss whatever the old audio I used to have, because it was just nice and chill. Okay, let's see. Let's try this one. I'm just gonna try something. No, that's a little too much for me. Anyways, I'll figure out this music thing in a minute. But yeah, no, I've been. Since I got this microphone, and I've had this microphone for a while, right? I've been using Wavelink, Elgato's Wavelink software, which is really good. But there's a couple of things that it doesn't do, and it doesn't work unless you have Elgato hardware plugged in. So I've wanted to use the Elgato software on my production machine for unlimited when I go into the field, because I think it would super simplify how the audio. I've really got a kludgy, unwieldy software setup to feed audio, to gather audio signals and feed it into OBS on that machine. And I think Wavelink would really improve it. But you can't without having, Elgato hardware hooked up to it. They're changing that in the next release of the software, which is currently in beta testing. And I am looking forward to that when the time comes. Right now, though, why can I not find... This is so irritating. I wish I could find... What was it I played last week? It was just something super low-key. I don't think it was this cozy gaming one, but... No, that's going to put me to sleep. That is definitely not it. Man. I'm just irritated trying to remember what it was. Yeah, 4BF. I had that old riff of Panama, right? That I without the lyrics in it. And as long as I'm just streaming on Twitch, man, I can get away with those kinds of shenanigans. But as soon as I start streaming on YouTube, right? If only you spoke Jovitos. They absolutely, you get murdered. If you play copyrighted music on YouTube, they will strike your VOD so fast. Now, there are other things that I can be doing in OBS to work on that, right? Shenanigans in the background. There's a way that you can program OBS so that like your audio doesn't go to the VOD, but it plays live. So like if you're watching the stream live, you'll hear whatever music I'm playing. But then when you watch the video on demand later, there's no music behind it. There's a way to do that. That would also be a good thing for me to do. I'm so irritated that I didn't get this set up before we got here. What did I was it this one maybe? No, No, that doesn't feel like it either. I'm really torqued because last week I had a really good whatever I picked off out of these playlists that Epidemic Sound has was just really good. It was just nice and kind of low key. And I was like, I really like this one. It was nice. And I'm completely at a loss for which one it was right now. So I'm kind of just. All right, we'll just try this one. If I don't like it, I'll just change it later. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Yeah, so Xander, I can find a tutorial on YouTube. Don't sweat it. I'll figure it out. But again, part of it is also because of how I feed whatever audio sources into OBS. That's also part of it. That's 100% part of my issue there. All right. There we go. How's it going, guys? Let's play some boats, right? Let's play some boats. I have not streamed boats in back-to-back weeks in I don't know how long. Oh, Chaser, man. I gotta say, I feel some of your pain, but I feel it in a very different game. Yeah, Addledraw, I'm gonna change that. I think I'm gonna change it to Destroyer this week. I didn't get a lot of cruiser games in last week, but thank you for checking. That was something else I wanted to get done during the countdown that did not get done. I'll change it right now. We'll put Destroyers on special, just in general. Or do I want to put a nation? What do you guys think? Should I put like a nation on special or a class? Because I'm pretty flexible either way. What's up, Hugo? Prepare for Uber suffering. Man, I've been playing Destroyer for 10 years. I'm used to the suffering. It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to looking at my battleships going, guys, I'm out here risking my life when you guys won't leave the spawn area. I'm totally used to that. Nation. Okay. All right, let's pick a nation. What are my options? What have I not done in a while? Let's see. It's late February. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do Japan because I've been listening to my beautiful. The beautiful. There we go. Japanese ships are on special. To the beautiful Pacific War, Unauthorized History of the Pacific War podcast. Literally was listening to that on the drive home today. They were talking about the Burma campaign. And again, they had an episode about a month ago about the Malayan campaign, all kinds of things in there that I simply don't know. I don't know much about that portion of the war. So it's always fun. It's always fun to learn new things that you don't know. We'll start with a game in the OG. I got to get warmed up. Italy says Hugo. Ooh. Dutch. Ooh. Chaser, I have not booted HLL in a while. We'll do Japan. You know what? I kind of don't want to do Italy because there's only like one. Italian destroyers are kind of fun. Italian cruisers are kind of fun. Italian battleships are like misery. Altador, it's called the Unauthorized, all one word, the Unauthorized History of the Pacific War. It's run, if you've ever read a book or heard of a book called Shattered Sword, that was written about 20 years ago now by a couple of historians, John Parshall and I believe it was Tony Tully. They basically kind of re-examined the Battle of Midway and tried to make sense of a lot of the things that we do and don't know about it, or the things that we think we know about it that aren't true, because it turns out that... Because it turns out that Fuchida is a liar. And it was interesting, these guys did a lot of research. Trust me, this all ties into the podcast. These guys did a lot of research by going back into the IJN archives and having them translated into English and looking at actual flight logs and timestamps and stuff of the various Japanese carriers in the Battle of Midway. And along the way, they started talking to a lot of Japanese historians for World War II who had long since learned that Fuchida's book was highly unreliable as a source. But a lot of Western authors and Western historians had been relying on Fuchida for years as just gospel. Guy was there. He was the air boss for the whole carrier group for Kido Butai. He has to know what's going on. Well, turns out he was kind of full of crap. And they basically prove it over the course of looking at these records. Anyways, one of the guys, John Parshall, one of the authors of Shattered Sword, is one of the hosts of the podcast now. And his co-host, his I said the main host, is a gentleman who works for one of the military history museums in Mississippi, a guy by the name of Seth Paradon, who worked at the World War II Museum in New Orleans for a very long time. He has so many fascinating stories about interviewing veterans. And I've often wondered, my grandfather did a audible, verbal history interview before he died with the museum, and I've always wondered if Seth was the guy that might have actually been the guy that did that. I'm not keen about this Napoli being here. I think I could sneak this thing before the Napoli gets me, though. It's going to be tight. Okay. So here's what's going to have to happen. Okay, good. He fired. We're going to turn. That's a problem. Hold on. Time to put on the beer goggles. Okay, so now I have big problems here because this guy's going to proxy spot me in a minute. I have to turn and get the hell out of here. I am gathering a small amount of health here, which is handy. But I have to try and stay ahead of him with all my torpedoes in the water, which is not going to be simple. I got 40 seconds until my torps come back, and how am I lit? Oh, I'm lit because of his stupid plane.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Now, the good news is the kid's actually going to get some torps into him. And I murdered the plane. There we go. Okay. I've kind of put myself in a crap position here, but I can possibly get out of it if we can kill this guy quickly enough. He's coming out of the smoke. Oh, he popped his own smoke. He doesn't want to be spotted. He's decided that suddenly he doesn't want to be spotted, has he? All right, Arshima bought it. That makes me so happy. All right, how badly did their kid get beat up? He didn't get beat up. So that's kind of a problem. Ah, go away. Somebody shoot at this other kid, would you?
Oh, lucky shot.
Y'all need to beat that. Oh, no, 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 no. What is this? These are Napoli torpedoes. Okay, I'm actually faster than these. Come on. Thank you, Italian torpedoes, for being crap. And the kid got stupid because he decided to camp in smoke with a Shimakaze around. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, let's secure the AA guns. We don't want those right now. Madre de Dios. All right, so I'm not the last destroyer, but it's close. The good news is we own the other flank of the map. Okay, I'm going to pick up this buff. We're going to have to stay unspotted for a while. And then we're going to try and go put some torps on this Brandenburg over on the 9 line. The guys in mid are going to have to kind of fend for themselves a little bit. I can't do much for them. Not with this health pool. Not with my health being this low. If I had more health, I'd try for that heal buff in mid, but I can't in this position. Oh, that was you, Anon! You son of a bitch! Curse you! I was actually, if you hadn't popped your smoke, I was ready with the AP, like, we're gonna die together. We're going full pins into the bow every 3 seconds until one of us is dead. And I'd accepted at that point that I was gonna be probably going with you. Oh, the stupid Kearsarge. Would you go away? I'm not playing very well this game, but somehow I'm not dead, so I'm gonna take it right now. Alright. Let's get on with it. What is up?
This way.
It's the boats, guys! How's it going? Have a good stream. See you, Anon.
Welcome.
Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing? Hopefully Gizmo and crew is taking good care of you. I know, right, Armored? They let anybody just wander in here. You'd think Twitch would raise their standards, but no, I'm stuck with all these guys. Oh, this is so irritating. All right, I have to fight this clown now. And I really don't want to fight a kid, because this is a fight that I more or less can't win over the long haul. If he is clever, I basically... Okay, now I've got it. Now I can smoke and break contact. That's all I can hope for here. He's doing the same thing. I could have saved myself a smoke if I'd waited a little longer.
To Jurassic Park.
Guys, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. I'll give you an intro in a minute. We ain't quite there yet.
To Jurassic
Oh, Snarf. Come on, I'm going to call you out for that one, buddy. What's going on? Ah, Chaser, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Okay, I'm betting this guy's turning around. Let's see what we can... Let's see if we can catch him flipping the other way. Ah, the Rico's got him on radar, doesn't he? Yeah, let's go. Let's friggin' go. How about a little teamwork? Yeah. A little bit of free damage on my adversary over here. Come on, Puerto Rico. I need you to stick with me, buddy. Come on, we're putting a lot of pressure on this guy. His heel can get back a lot of it, but he can't get back all of it. Ooh, I need one of these torpedoes to land. Nah, they're coming up on his butt. They're not, he's not going to land. Oh, he's on fire. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a minute. I'm going to use this smoke. Yes, let's go.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, I got a buff over here we can grab. The druid somehow sank himself. I have no idea how that even happens. But okay, our druid sank himself. Sure, like you do. Alright guys, you own the 2 line. It's time to come be useful again, huh? We're kind of down a ship. I'm literally the last destroyer on the team. It'd be swell if y'all do something. Yeah, I think he got penalized enough that he's feeling it. I think these torpedoes are a little too slow for the Duncan. Yep. Makes me sad. Alright, the good news is the Jaeger is still north of me. And I might be able to get shots on the Monty. We're going to try it. We're going to double up on the assumption that the Monty is going to try and cut through the gap over here. I've also got an opportunity at double heels. But I have to be cautious because the Jaeger is still over here somewhere. The Jaeger also outspots me. The good news is I outgun him huge. The bad news is he probably... Okay, he's at about half HP. Okay, that's going to help. Let's move north and try to grab this other heal buff. These torpedoes look pretty good. Nah, I'm only going to catch him with 1, maybe. Yeah, just the 1. But we stuck a flood. So he's feeling that. Come on, guys. He can't escape you. He put the flood out. Finish him. Finish him! You're killing me. Alright. We're at max heals. That's something the other team can't say. Over the long haul, that should give me a nice tactical advantage against this kid. But I need my team to finish off this Monty. Come on. Yeah, he's heaving through it. I know. I know. We're going to lose him in a minute. I'm done what I can, but there's only so much that I can do here. Okay, we're going to back off a little closer to this edge of the cap. Kearsarge looks like he might overfly me. Yep. Let's have some fun with him.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
It's not like it's a secret that I'm on this side of the cap. Alright, Monty finally burned out. Ooh! Shimakaze ate torpedoes. Let's friggin' go. Kearsarge managed to dodge. I have a nice... There we go. I have a nice health advantage on the Shima now. Let's see if we can get this guy off the board. Nope, he's going to smoke. Or he's just going to go dark. Okay. Ooh. Well, Kearsarge can already see me, so you know what? To heck with that guy.
Welcome.
Might as well get in for a penny. Okay. That's going to have to do for now. Oh my goodness, all the follows. We're not out of this game yet, but boy, are we. My team seems like they're trying to lose it somehow. Alright, I'll take it. Kearsarge probably thinks he can hurt me. Let's disabuse him of this notion.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
I am still an American destroyer, my friend.
You did it. You're crazy.
Coin with the sub, and you guys with the follows. I have to get all your follow thank yous in a minute. You guys are awesome. Alright. Secure the A guns. No. I didn't give you permission to shoot me. Go away. I'll let you know when I want to get shot at. Alright, Duncan's going to be coming with his Hydra running. Let's give him one of these and one of those.
Welcome.
Woo! Oh, that kid is back to 8,000 HP. It's so frustrating.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I need battleships that don't suck. Okay, he ate 2. Oh, crap, I'm lit. Oh, that's bad. That's super bad. British HE is really bad for me.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Let's see if we can... Oh, don't blunder into this torpedo. I'm going to take a Duncan torpedo. I've managed to stop right in front of this Duncan torpedo. Wow. Wow. He just blindly fired the thing and gets lucky. That's so irritating. I was having a really good game. I have 7 buff pickups in an arms race game. And my team still refuses to play the middle of the map. It's like, I like this mode, but so few people understand how to play it. It's irritating. Like, you do not win a game that's about the middle of the board from the eye line. Nah, singlet, we're good. We hadn't rained since, well, we had some rain last weekend, but whatever. It's just rain. So, once again, my battleships, absolute geniuses. One on the eye line. One on the 3 line. Neither of them playing the objective. See, I disagree, Andrew. I've had plenty of fabulous games in Fletcher. I'm going to tell you straight up, I crushed everybody on my team in XP this game. I guarantee it. It's not even going to be close. It's with 130,000 spotting damage, a combat scout award, and 7 buff claims. I destroyed these guys. I destroyed these guys. Trust me. We have 9 buffs as a team, and I picked up 7 of them. But my battleships refusing to play the objective basically means we do. The Atlantico, like, what is this guy doing? What exactly are you going to do out here? Sea Chaser, I'm with you on that one. Honestly, I vastly prefer Battleship players with balls, but there are so few of them at high tier. So few of them at high tier. It's legit irritating. Those are Shimakaze Torps. The Jaeger Torps will be coming soon, I'm sure. Now, this guy's not going to survive to see Jaeger Torps. He's dead already. But it's also so irritating because it's like, if I'm up there screening for you and you're in a battleship, who's gonna challenge you? Come on. That's a lot of rain, Andrew. But I mean, Ireland didn't get to be so crazy green just by accident, did it? Yeah, see, Altador and I are in the same boat there. I don't know what this guy's deal is either, but he's just like, we are absolutely not going to play the objective. I could be murdering these destroyers. I have full HP. My team is losing the game. I have full HP, and we're going to camp right here behind this island. Under no circumstances are we going to attempt to win the game. Yeah, exactly right, Chaser. Exactly right. This is why high tier play in boats makes me crazy. At least in the middle tiers, playing with middle tier players is so much more fun because they at least want to fight. But so many high tier players are afraid to actually fire their guns. It's like, why am I here? You know, you're in a light cruiser. You're up against a low health kid and a low health Shimakaze, and you probably have Hydro. Okay, you don't. That's a legit concern. I'll give him that one. But like, come on. The Irian had a good game. Good for him. He actually got kills. I didn't manage to get any kills. Yeah, I love it when my druid his suicide. My personal favorite was the druid was in chat yelling at everybody like, "You guys all suck," and I'm like, we didn't kill ourselves. Oh my god! All right, guys. Well, listen, we'll come back here and we'll do some intro. If you're coming in from the raid, welcome. Welcome in. My name's SeaRaptor. I have been doing this boats thing since the beginning, basically since open beta. I became an official community contributor about. I gotta do the math. About 8 years ago. Coming up on 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago, I think in April, maybe, or June. 8 years ago this June. That's it. I am a huge destroyer and cruiser guy. I'm not much of a battleship player. If you ask me to play a battleship, I will, but I always caveat it by saying, temper your expectations, because I am not a great battleship guy. Carriers, you probably don't want to learn how to play carrier for me. That is not an expertise that I have. I've never made the time to invest in expertise in developing expertise in carriers or subs. I'm mostly destroyer cruiser guy. Tonight, I've got Japanese ships on special. I have my little channel points thing running, and then you can always request ships. If you're new to the stream and you don't have enough points, but you want to request a ship, ask somebody in chat. One of my mods might put it in for you. Somebody might spend their points. We're pretty low key around here. I should do something cooler with the points, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Can I play Spey? I can play Spey. Let's take a couple of these requests though. I see Hugo is trolling me by wanting me to play Mikasa.
Welcome
Now,
to Jurassic Park.
Mikasa, guys, if you're a new follower tonight, welcome. I'm not going to try to read everybody off. It would take forever, but I do appreciate it.
Welcome.
Mikasa is a tier 2 battleship, and she is like Terabad. But she is hilariously one of the original meme ships here. Now I'm gonna push randoms, okay? But when you've got 12 or 13,000 games in your account, and you tell it you want to play a tier 2 random battle, you're gonna get a whole lot of strangeness. Chances are I'm gonna get a million bots, which is exactly what we got. So we're gonna take this Mikasa. Oh, I've got one human on the other team. There we go. There we go. So Hugo, this is gonna be a little bit of bot clubbing just for you, and then we'll go back and play some real warships in a minute. Ginger's out of town, Hetman. It's one of the reasons I took the opportunity to do this tonight. I wasn't gonna get yelled at or have to compete, or you know what I mean. I didn't have to ask permission. I just said, I feel like streaming tonight. I shall stream this evening. There we go.
So many babes. So little time. Don't worry, girls. There's plenty of Duke to go around.
No worries, Nasty. You ain't missed much. We just been gabbing. Plausible. Well, there's nothing plausible about it, right? Because it's not a big secret when I'm streaming, right? It's, you know, everybody's got notifications. She follows my channels too, right? She can figure it out. But no, she's out of town for the moment. Deal with some family stuff. I'm here, and then this weekend I'm going to Milwaukee, for some Star Wars Unlimited. Mikasa's a fun boat, Lukai. She's being tier 2. She's not exciting necessarily,
Crazy son of a bitch, you did.
but she can be fun. Because I'm about to fire some shells that will not even land in the same zip code
To Jurassic
as the destroyer that I fired them at. Because that's Mikasa. Called it. However, she does have hilarious secondaries if you drive her at the things you want the secondaries to target. Good night, Bubbler. Have a good one. Oh, yeah, no, and Japan is on my list. I have not been to... I have not been out there, so I look forward to seeing her in the flesh someday. Our very own museum ship here on the Upper Gulf Coast. Ah, so close. Is coming out of dry dock soon. That is USS Texas. Before the end of the year, she should be out of dry dock and back in her permanent home, or into her new permanent home, I should say. Oh, good. They finally killed that guy. All right. I can try and light a fire on this San Luis now. Gin Palace is a fun boat at tier 5. Sullivan's, if memory serves Meat Pie, Sullivan's had a thing a couple of years ago where she took on a bunch of water. Or am I thinking of one of the Fletchers had an incident within the last 5 years where they took on a bunch of water and like sank the berth kind of thing. I love how they take the slowest battleship in the game and start me in the bottom right corner. I'm a huge fan of this. Oh, wow, I actually hit him. Crazy. One of the things you got to learn about Mikasa, by the way, if you want to play this ship, is don't fire the AP unless you're at, like, point-blank range. The AP on this ship tickles things. It is basically not useful. You're much better off lighting fires. Wow, my bots are bad. Come on, fire. Boo. Okay. Now, the hilarious thing is watch my secondaries go now that I'm within 3 point whatever kilometers. These things are actually entertaining. Here I should swap to the AP. I'm at close-ish range with a couple of cruisers. I still don't think I can... I might be able to full pin this St. Louis. A protected cruiser like that'll be tough. So Kid is coming back to her berth soon, and so is Texas. Texas is out of dry dock and has been in the water for a while, but they are trying to finish up all the work that she needs doing before they and getting her berth ready. Okay, full pins on a San Luis. I'll take it. Okay, the Caledon is actually a problem. Let's focus that guy for a spell. Because he's trying to torpedo me, which I don't care for. Yeah, I knew that was coming. They're faster than I thought.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Well, you're not wrong, Duke.
Much better.
Now, the second Caledon is trying for the same shenanigans. Which which means it's time to start turning. There we go. I actually can Citadel things. Look at that. Yeah, I'm probably dead here. My team of idiot bots folded super quickly, so that's going to be a problem. I am not flooding, but I'm about to take another torpedo, and that will kill me in the end. Yep, we did. Yay, Mikasa. Tier 2 battleship. Never play Tier 2 battleship. It's just not enjoyable. Plus, you end up playing against mostly bots, which is awful. What's up, Zath? Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome.
if you don't know my buddy Lord Zath, you got to follow Zath. Zath and I have been streaming Warships tournaments together for like ever. 7 years. 7 years sounds right. It's been a lot. It's been a long time. It's been a hot minute. Yeah. Wow. It's been a long time. And we've been doing a lot of it. We've done a lot of it, and I like to think we're pretty good at it. So definitely come check us out sometime. Kaga? Adeldrell, I hate you so much right now. Who the hell put Kaga in this queue? Oh my god. Whoo! Altador with the 155s. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll give Kaga a go. Again, I promise nothing. I promise I will try. I will not promise results. Now, one of the things that I do wish Warships Wargaming would get back to was there was a time that we used to have Hiryu in the game. Hiryu used to be the old Tier 7 Japanese aircraft carrier way back in the day, 7 years ago. So the model still exists, but man, Hiryu hasn't been seen in years. I'd love to see Hiryu. I'd love to see all of the original Kido Butai carriers come to the game, right? Which means we need a Kagi, we need Soryu, and we need Hiryu. Announcement. Yes, okay, guys. So if you are new to the channel, and there's probably quite a few this evening, welcome. I do my giveaways over on my Discord. I don't do giveaways in Twitch chat exclusively. I do giveaways on my Discord because that way I can include anybody who's also watching on the YouTube or Rumble feeds. So, if you want to do giveaways, my mods will, usually Xanda, will post everybody and say, hey, if you want to join the giveaway, here's the thing. So it's simple. You join my Discord. I have a giveaways channel. There's a bot in there that'll say, there's a giveaway active. Click here to participate. You click the little emoji react icon and congratulations, you've entered. If you win, it'll tag you and somebody will get your code messaged directly to you. Now, if you don't know what to do with your code, let me know and I can show you or I can fill you in, but it's fairly straightforward. Oh, was that you, Dabber? Okay, yeah, some stupid kid. You played well, my friend. You played well. I wish my battleships had balls in that game, but oh well. You played really well. I thought we were going to get you. When the Rico radared you in mid, I was like, we got to get this guy. And then you got down to 2,000 HP, and I was like, oh man, he got away. And then I know how well Kid can heal. You know, pop a heal. You're in arms race. Next time I spot you have 8,000 HP. I was like, yep, we missed our opportunity on that one, didn't we? Because we'll never get that dude again.
Let's do this.
All right, this is pretty good matchmaking for me. So I have some advantages here. It's straight up tier 8. They only have 3 ships that really give me pause for AA, right? The Kansas, the Alabama, and the Kid, if it's built correctly, can be a real nuisance. I don't know much about Tennessee. I don't know her as well off the top of my head. I want to run. Let's loop this way for a spell, but we want to do it at like part speed. I'll change my speed in a minute after we do a little spotting. Mogami is not bad at all. 155 Mogami. So I learned to play Japanese cruiser videos a few years ago, right? And Shimanto is a huge problem. Stay away from that guy. Ugh, that's an AA cruiser. One of the things that I learned. How is he still shooting at me at 7 clicks? One of the things that I learned. Okay, Bama, Kansas. Okay, we want to work the top of the map then. The bottom of the map is going to be the AA no-go zone for me. One of the things that I learned over the course of that, making that video, was that over the years, like when the game first started, I loved 155 Mogami. She was amazing. She hit all the right notes. She had a lot of great things going for her. But then over time, a lot of that has changed, and we've reached a point now where 203 Mogami is just straight up better. What kind of A range does this stupid clown have? Is he 6'9" or something? Good lord. Alright, what do we got up here? Somebody's in this cap. Let's find him. Same to you, buddy. Oh, look who I found. Oh, good, it's the other AA boat. Well, I'm getting some spotting. I'm not going to get any damage because they're all going to die. Wonderful. Okay. Let's do this, and let's cut to half speed. I got a Bismarck and a couple of light units. My team is all going south, which I cannot say I'm excited about. Here's the thing. Kaga has 2 highly effective armaments. One is her torpedoes, which are amazingly good at all kinds of things, and the other is her dive bombs, which have above average penetration for HE bombs and really good fire chances. The trick is you don't put many bombs into that little reticle, but if you can get them to stick, woo, they do bad things to light units. Bad things. So we're going to go hunting for this salmon and this kid with the dive bombers for a little bit. And then I'll probably bring back a torpedo strike, and I'll harass the bejesus out of this Bismarck. In fact, what I really should do... It's Clyde! Clyde's in the Fin-Yang! Take a compliment. I just realized it was Clyde. Clyde is amazing. Can we get a shout-out for Clyde, too, since he's literally in the game that I'm playing? This is amazing. This is awesome. Hi, guys. Remember me? I'm back. Okay, so the salmon is the salmon was in here. Oh, I ate some flak. Thanks, kid. Wow, there went like 12 bombers. So, here's the other lesson I want you guys to learn. As you consume content about warships, anybody who tells you that AA does nothing in World of Warships doesn't understand how AA works in this game. Because I just got dunked on by AA. What's up, MJ? There is a false perception by a lot of the player base that AA means you should be immune to airplanes. And that is not how any of that works. However, I can still go harass this Bismarck. He is kind of by himself over here. Let's just go harass him some. Not sure where the salmon went. But I'm going to make him dive again. Ah, it was the kid. Alright, let's go make a run on this Bismarck. This guy we can put some good damage into. 50 knot torpedoes. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel that, my friend. Let's come back with the bombs. No floods, but some good solid damage. Bismarck's in a 4v1, so he's probably not gonna make it. I want to go make sure he doesn't make it, though. Man, the Asashio down south is doing work. Take one of these. All right, let's go kill this Bismarck. Let's go put some bombs on him. Let's go put some warheads on foreheads, as they like to say.
I was born ready.
Yeah, I have so many AA defense ribbons in my metal case. It's crazy. I love investing in AA. There's just a gross misunderstanding by the majority of the player base of what it's meant to achieve and how it's supposed to work. All right, Bismarck ought to feel that. Oh, yeah, 3 in a fire. Enjoy. All right, let's speed up to 3/4. Let's take the rockets. One of the other nice things about Kaga is she has deep reserves, deep plane reserves on her deck, so she is not that easy to run out of planes. It can happen, but you've got to really work at it. All right, now that the team has claimed the bottom of the map, we're gonna tick up to full speed and keep supporting this northern flank here. I've not done very much. My team down south is pretty much crushing this. I bet we can get some rockets into the Shimanto. Let's go for a quick pre-drop. We got a little damage out of it. I won't complain. These planes are all going to die, though. Between his AA and the fighters, they're 100% all going to die. Yep, that's all right. Let's pick up those torpedo bombers again. The torpedo bombers are easily Kaga's most powerful unit. But for my money, I go out of my way to not mismanage them. It's very easy to spam these things, and then suddenly you look up and they're all dead. And then, boy, you wish that hadn't happened. I'm going to go pick on this Monarch. He's kind of by himself. I'm going to try and fly behind this Shimanto to stay away from his AA bubble if I can. If I can get to the far side of this Monarch, I can probably really put a hurt on that guy. He's kind of in trouble anyway, although these torpedoes crawling up his stern. Ashashio is just having himself a game. Yeah, look at this. He's gonna get him. Oh, sweet. All right, let's go pick on this Tennessee. Kaga picking on Tennessee, just like in the movie. What? What is this crazy talk? Oh, this guy's like stationary. Have I got a deal for you? You're gonna love it. They're called torpedoes. So, the Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, here has committed one of the cardinal sins that you don't want to commit when there's a carrier in the game, is that he's effectively stationary. Speed and mobility are the single best ways to thwart a carrier from whatever shenanigans he thinks he's up to when he's trying to target you. Boy, the team up north just all died. Poor Clyde's gonna bite it. Yeah, that makes me sad. I should have done a better job up there. I should have done a better job of defending my teammates. Alright, we'll keep the Shimanto lit. He's going to bite it. The kid is definitely an irritating problem. Ooh, could I steal the kill on the Shimanto? Baltimore should get him long before I get there. I don't think this kid has quite figured out how spotting works. Well, congratulations. You got hit. Should I try again? Let's try again. Oh, you're reversing now. Ah, bummer. Had to try. Torps, please. I do like Kaga, but I am just clearly not as effective as a lot of other carrier players would be. Just like I was saying at the stream earlier, if you want to learn how to play carrier, this is not the stream you want to watch to learn how to do it.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
There we go. Get that kid off the board. That guy's been a super major thorn in my side. So tired of his shenanigans. Oh, the Chikala has 100 HP. I think the Asashio is going to kill him with his guns. No. Yes. And then there was just the submarine. Oh, bummer. I literally can't even touch this submarine. That makes me so sad. I mean, Zath is good at a lot of things. Are carriers one of them? That I don't know, actually. I couldn't tell you that. Yeah, see, this was not... I mean, this is exactly my point. Like, don't look to me for how to play carrier, guys. That's never a good idea. It's never a good idea. Here's the other thing to remember. Carriers thrive in long games. So when you get a team that's steamrolling over your opponent like that, you are not going to have a great XP result in a carrier because you just don't have time to build up the damage totals you want for good XP. GG, Clyde. Thanks for being a great teammate. Sorry I couldn't do more to defend you up there. I tried. It's a wild Clyde. Clyde is amazing.
You crazy son of a bitch.
Everybody throw Clyde a follow. Guys, if you're ever here from the Boats Raid, make sure you throw Clyde a follow. Clyde is one of the best CCs we have. He's super creative. He's so much fun to hang out with. Super chill. Great dude. All right, Tokachi. 4BF wants to... What the hell is Tokachi? Is Tokachi that weird Atlanta premium-looking thing at Tier 7? Yeah, it's this goofball thing. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to be very good with this boat. I think I've played this boat once. I think I played this boat once and went, oh, my God, no. And then I've never played it again. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Probably steering gears, although airstrike is not bad. Do I have hydro? I do. This is rough. 10-6. Steering. Oh, steering wouldn't be bad either. She's a light cruiser. All right, I'm gonna take steering. I think I need the ability to wiggle my butt out of the way of things. These are okay. So these turrets have grease, unlike the destroyer turrets. So I don't need main battery mod 2. I'll take aiming systems mod. With a 7-second reload, I better take aiming systems mod. Man, this ship, I get torpedo reload. What are my torpedoes? 12 kilometers. These are good torps. Type 90s. Okay, these are good torps. Fighters. Whatever. And just regular old Tier 7 Hydro. I'm going to suck at this ship, guys. I'm absolutely going to suck at this ship. All right, 4BF. It's all for you, buddy. No, that's what it is, Chaser. They've taken the old Furutaka hull, the Furutaka A hull, and traded the guns. Now, the old Furutaka A hull, the hull is not Furutaka's problem. Furutaka's old problem. The guns on that hull were terrible. They were 200 millimeters. They turned like they were dead, right? Like they had like 60-second turret traverse. They were awful. But man, the new Furutaka. Oh, new Furutaka, so good. I tell you what, Clyde. I guess I think I'm just spoiled, right? I've played so much, Atlanta and all these other boats over the years. If I'm going to reach for a Tier 7 light cruiser, I'm going to reach for one that does these things better than this ship. All right, I have 12-kilometer torps. I have single launchers. Come on. I have a single triple on each side. So calling this a torpedo cruiser is kind of a bit of a misnomer too, right? Oh, now some of these turrets are 360. That's kind of cool. I do like that. Are all of her turrets 360? No. Yes. I feel like that's a change. Have all of her turrets always been 360? Is that new? I feel like that's new. I should have checked on her AA as well. I don't believe this ship has good AA. No, that's not what I wanted. Ugh.
This should help.
I accidentally used one of those torpedo reload boosters, like, stupidly. Scores is about to get whacked. He's taking 3 of those. Okay, 2, but still, that's rough. No, the AA on this boat is not particularly good. Yeah, Andrew, I think that's my thing, right? They're just... Why would I play this ship when Atlanta and Belfast and so many other good light cruisers exist at Tier 7? It's like, why would I play this? I think that's my big frustration with Tokachi. I just don't know why I would ever play this in lieu of a better ship. And there's a lot of better ships. I'm about to get deleted. Yep, here it comes. Here come the aeroplanes. Oh no, I turned out of it. Okay, so she is fairly maneuverable. Oh my lord, these shells. Oh my lord, these shells just fall for 1,000 years. And they don't seem to hit that hard. So my team is kind of continuing to commit the cardinal sin of carrier games, right? Which is, okay, no, the Jaeger dodged out of that. The Alliance, on the other hand, is probably going to get his face melted off. Oh yeah, we should talk about Team League. I'm not going to be here this weekend, but Team League is 100% going to happen. So guys, if you're new to the channel, you probably heard me a few minutes ago talking about my buddy Zath and the work that we have done covering Warships tournaments over the years. One of the things that's happening soon, literally this weekend, is there is the Germans for a number of years now have run something called Team League, which is they get a bunch of community contributors, a bunch of Twitch streamers and YouTube personalities and such, right? And, oh, am I going to get deleted here? The Veneto going to delete me? No, he's dump it into the island. And then they run a big kind of tournament, which is really cool. And so that's 100% going to happen this weekend. Zath and Clyde have drafted their teams and are doing their thing. How interesting. I'm lit again. Make this turn. I legit don't know how to position this ship. That's the other part of my problem. I should be if we're trying to murder this Fen Yang, who's easily going to destroy this alliance. It's just going to take him forever because it's a Fen Yang and he doesn't have good depth charges. Somehow no one in this game has died. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay, I literally spoke too soon. Okay, I gotta back off. This buffalo's gonna melt me if he wants. That's not gonna be very fun. All right, we're finally starting to... Okay, we finally pushed him off the A cap. I legit don't understand how to position this boat. Andrew, King of the Sea is so, Team League is so much friggin' fun. It's uncanny how cool that event is. Easily some of the most fun you'll ever have watching or playing Warships. It's an absolute joy to play and to cast. I love that event. I haven't been able to do it in probably 3 years, 2 or 3 years. They always pick a weekend that is already filled up with something else for me. And so I almost always end up having to do, caught with something else, basically. Ooh. Sin Yang took a torpedo, ladies and gentlemen. Hi.
Yeah, this should help.
Now my Hydro's down, so this kind of blows. Well, we're kind of winning this game, and I feel like dying, so let's just get this over with. This Valparaiso should easily crush me. Yeah, any of these guys should easily crush me.
Much better.
Damn. Desert road, no gas.
To Jurassic.
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't care. I'm bored. My team is crushing these guys, and I want to get something for my time here. Yeah, Takachi is never going to be my ship. It just makes no sense to me. I legit don't understand. It's one of those ships I look at and go, why? Why do you exist? I don't get it. I will never understand that boat. Atago. Now we're talking. Now we're talking about something that I understand very well. In fact, why don't we take Atago? No, I can't. It's tier 7 for ranked. Curses. When it's tier 8 for ranked, Atago is amazing. Because you just take Atago and you just murder things, and it's so much fun. Alright. Chaser wants Atago. We got your back. I was talking at the top of the stream. I put Japanese boats on special tonight because I was listening to one of my podcasts that I keep up with is the Unauthorized History of the Pacific War. They were talking about the Burma campaign in their latest episode, something that I know basically nothing about. And so it's been fun to listen and learn. And so I decided, you know what? Japanese ships are on special. There it is. Let's go. Hujam, is that historical? Did they take Tokachi and put the 100mm guns on her? Yeah, see, you guys, the Japanese light cruiser branch and I just don't get along either. I don't understand the point of those ships at all. If you want a torpedo cruiser, like, the Japanese heavy cruisers are amazing. They're just good ships. So when I look at the Japanese light cruiser line, my immediate first reaction is why? Why does this line of ships exist?
God bless
What
America.
purpose does the light cruiser line serve when the heavy cruiser line is that good? I don't know. I got nothing, kids. It's never made sense to me. I mean, Chaser, you're probably not wrong. It's cynical. You're being highly cynical, but you're probably not incorrect. So, Clyde, if I'm reading you correctly, your suggestion on Tokachi is literally treat the thing like in Atlanta. Go hug an island, make it your waifu, dare somebody to come root you out. Am I understanding mostly that? How do I want to play this? My destroyer is effing off. And I obviously will never outspot a kid or a Gaja no matter how stealthy I am. Do we have radar? We have a Buffalo, who's way on the other side of the map. So the destroyers are going already where we don't need them. Okay, I'm going to swing to the outside of this little lighthouse island here.
What we've got here is a failure to
My conceal... So that was my problem, Clyde, is that my conceal in that Tokachi was 10.6. You have 12-kilometer torpedoes on 10.6 concealment. And I was like, how does this work exactly? And that's one of the other problems I have, Andrew, is that I struggle for that playstyle to be interesting to me. Oh, good. It's a German thing. At least we didn't get citadeled. Somehow I'm still lit. Oh, crap. There's an Alaska over here? Are you kidding me? Okay, time to go be somewhere else. Okay, Manteuffel has me on Hydro. Yeah, we just have to just run the hell out of here. Now, the good news is that I still have a heal, so I can weather this for a little while. The Bismarck is going to lose contact with me here in just a moment. Yep. Bingo. Ooh! And that's why you don't sit still and let the Japanese heavy cruiser shoot at you in a destroyer.
desert road, no gas, and no chance.
The Gaja lived, but it's very, very much a narrow run thing here.
Much better.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, those are the Manteuffel secondaries. It's beating me up. Well, congratulations. Now you can't spot me anymore. Alright, we killed the Gaja. That feels pretty good. Who had the radar? Oh, the Constellation. Yes. Nicely done, Constellation. See if we can get this Alaska to light. Well, our one radar cruiser's dead. Feels bad. Alright, I got that shot for free. Somebody's in mid. Must be the kid because the Gaja is dead.
To Jurassic Park.
Diblor, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Alright. I see the Coolhorns going to mid. I'm going to go join him in that direction.
To Jurassic Park.
We'll see how this goes. Ooh, hello, Bismarck. What are you doing? You're inching forward, I see.
Welcome.
Well, I have just the thing for you.
To Jurassic Park.
Latest thing, they're called HE shells. You're going to love them.
You did it. You crazy son of a
Classic
bitch,
with
you
the
did it.
resub. Look at you, 6 years. We're getting old, Classic. Can't believe I've been doing this that long. There's the fire we were looking for. Now I got a few shells over. Alright, Coolhorn's going to pick up mid. Who else is over here that we can harass? Bismarck's getting his face smashed in. Ah, the Manteuffel, my tormentor from earlier.
Welcome.
He's like reversing. Let's light him on
Jurassic
fire.
Park.
Elisha, welcome in. You need some fires. You would look better with a fire on your deck. I'm getting all this shenanigans for free. Nobody can even spot me over here. I'm loving it. I really don't want the Musashi to run into me. That would suck for me. Okay, hold on. Gotta judge my lead on this Alaska. Let's try that. Okay. There we go. Double fire, which he put out right away. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. Alright, he's out. Life feels better. I think I can make this turn in here without being spotted. We're going to go find out. Their kid is way over on the 10 line. And he just took a torp or something. Oh, no. Cruiser just turned into the Minnesota salvo. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad for you. Now, the good news is right now, I can't be spotted from here. However, this Colonia is going to spot me here in a minute. Yep, time to go be somewhere else. That might actually hurt a little bit. Let's see. Nope. Flubbed it through the superstructure. Minnesota, however, also flubbed it through the superstructure. Well, then we're just going to keep running and get the hell out of here. You boys do you. I'm going to go be somewhere else, okay?
Much better.
Glad we had this little chat.
This really pisses
Chios
me
took a
off.
torp. These guns are trying to look this way. Let's harass him some, shall we? Musashi survived a ram against the Royal Sovereign. Okay. And the Chios is flooding, and now suddenly, we were actually doing okay on kills, but boy, we aren't anymore, are we? Need to get this Chios off the board. There we go. That feels a little better. Awesome! So it's only 3 on 7. Yeah, this should be a totally fine game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know how I'm lit. Who the hell is even spotting me anymore? Well, this game was terrible. I legit have no idea what anybody was doing. This guy's desperately trying to make sure he didn't give up his cap points. No, C-Bang, I'm not involved in it at all. I'm going to be out of town all weekend. When they gave me the dates, I knew I was cooked because I was going to be out of town the entire weekend. So it was like, I had already, like, you know, booked hotels and plane tickets and everything. And it was like, oh, have we had an AFK Constellation the whole game? No, that's the guy with the radar. He just ran to the back of the map where he could be least effective for a while. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'll be honest, C-Bang, it annoys me. I love Team League, but I have not gotten to participate in so long because what happens is usually my weekends sometimes fill up 3 months in advance, right? And so what's been happening is that I will get, they'll be like, oh, we're going to do Team League. It's these dates. And by the time they give me the dates, I've already got something picked on that weekend. Like the weekend is already booked up for whatever reason. Oh, hey, kid. How you doing? You coming? Awesome, let's play. Few things in life give me as much joy as crushing little American destroyers. Uh-oh. You're on hydro. Uh-oh. You died. Bye.
Looks like you're coming a part of
Am I
the
dead?
sea.
Probably. I should be dead. No, you guys can't do anything but overpen me.
Step right up and get some.
Step right up and get some. Warships has gotten to the point where it gets really irritating to realize that basically you lose these games at the load-in screen, right? But that has happened to me so often in the last 4 or 5 years. It's just, it's legit getting to where it's just annoying. It's like, ugh. Have we won a game tonight yet? I'm legit curious. Oh, right, the Kage game that I barely got to do anything in. Yeah, that was fun. Well, I mean, I'll be honest, Chaser, I love playing Otago. I should go look. I'm betting, let's see, am I top of the team? Yeah. I mean, yay. Congratulations, I showed up to play. Where was everybody else? Yeah, I know. Well, that's one of the reasons I play Destroyer DS9, is that it's like, I don't trust my Destroyers to do anything useful. And they don't, frequently. So, you know. Let's try Mogami. I'll try 155 Mogami. Maybe it'll be different. It won't be, by the way. I should have set this at like I should have set it at tier 7. I should have said I'm just going to play tier 7 all night because playing high tier games is about as much fun as scraping your eyeballs out with a rusty spoon. That's what I should have done. I think I have a different captain for 155 Mogami. I'm almost positive. I think I take... Don't I have a different captain for this boat? It's this guy, isn't it? Yes, this is IFHE captain. Yeah, this is 155 Mogami captain. That makes more sense. I mean, Altador, I tried that at the start of the night, and even that didn't work. This was my first game of the night, where I had a combat scout and 7 zone captures and everything, and still could not carry a team. We literally had a top-tier destroyer on my team suicide. I don't even know how you do this. I don't even know how this is possible. And yet, somehow, it's possible. All right, Mogami for Altador. 155 Mogami for Altador. So, Howie, my thing with Carrier is, at least with me, my problem with Carrier is either... What my experience with Carrier, right? Carriers want to play long games. If the game is less than 15 minutes long, chances are you are no higher than middle of the pack in your Carrier, because you just don't have enough time to be impactful in the game. However, my experience with Carrier frequently is my team dies so fast, it's a 7 or 8 minute game. Or, what happened to me earlier tonight in Kaga, my team crushes the enemy team so quickly, it's a 7 or 8 minute game. So at the end of it, I've had a decent game. I've had 40, 50,000 damage, a little bit of spotting damage, a couple of plane kills, right? But I have 900 experience for my trouble. I know why they nerfed Carrier XP. But in my opinion, there are times it feels like they nerfed it too hard to the point where playing Carrier is an exercise in frustration. Again, as a Carrier, I feel like half the times your results are dictated partly by the load-in screen, right? And you don't get a choice. All right, straight tier 8 game. No planes. That's good. Mogami hates planes. Mogami hates planes. She can't use her stealth, and her A is crap. All right. Amarante Grau. Cherbourg? Mines, Cherbourg, and me versus Otago, Baltimore, Nesbeck, and Harlem. So they have 2 cruisers with heals, and we have just the one. Grau doesn't have a heal, does she? Don't believe so.
God bless America.
Aki Lo Yang, Cossack Aki. The Cossack has a notable spotting advantage. We've already got 1 light cruiser up north. The Cherbourg's in mid. The Grau's in mid. I'll play down here and back the Yang up for a little bit. But I got to be cautious, right? Mogami does not... It's not the most amazing ship in terms of handling and turning. And these turrets are slow. Well, so it's possible to carry a game in a Tier 8 carrier, but it requires very specific matchmaking, doesn't it? I'm in a Kaga. If there are 3 dedicated... if a third of the enemy team, 4 enemy ships... If there are 4 enemy ships on the opposing team that are dedicated AA platforms, I'm going to have a rough time. I'm not saying I can't hurt them. I can hurt them, but I'm going to pay a lot to hurt them. So it means that in the early game, I have to jealously guard my planes and pick on targets that aren't going to murder lots of my planes in the early game, so that should the game run late, I still have plane reserves that now I can throw them at these AA boats that might still be around. Does Griefer still play? I don't think so. I haven't seen him stream in a long time. I know the podcast that he used to do came back. He used to do a podcast with... what was his name? Captain something or other. And it's not coming to me right now. I'm irritated. I was a guest on their podcast a couple of times. Here we go. What was it? Here we go. No, not that one. Man, I don't think he plays, but the podcast. Here we go. Salt Ships and Scuttlebutt. That's it. Captain G. Yeah. So he and Captain G did a podcast. Oh, goody. Just what we want. We absolutely love having our range taken away in a squishy light cruiser in a game with 5 enemy battleships. It's that kind of night.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
Caught a glimpse of the Cossack. Wonderful. In any event, Griefer is gone, but I'm pretty sure he's not playing anymore, but that podcast they were doing is back and is still out there. Do not want to eat Cossack torps. Those aren't Cossack torps. Those are somebody else. Oh, hi. Those are L20 torps. Awesome. L20's quick, isn't he? The problem I'm going to have now is I kind of got to go dark here and hope I don't get citadeled along the way. Okay. Ooh, he's bleeding over there. Let's go hurt him. Oh, yeah. Okay. Already things are looking up this game, ladies and gentlemen. We killed the cockroach. Already things are looking up. Ding dong, the cockroach is dead. That is not something Mogami's going to get to do very often. I'm excited by that. I'm not sure who's got me lit now, but I'd say what I am going to do. We're going to farm this Ipiranga for damage while we run screaming the opposite direction from these battleships. That's what we're going to do. Oh, hey, Cossack. What is up?
This really pisses me off.
Are you sure about that? Two torps, 2 floods. That feels pretty good.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Time to go dark. We got some good work out of the torpedoes.
Much better.
Let's not court any more trouble, shall we? Although I am a little irritated that a lone Cossack is kind of ruining us right now. No, Mike, turnover's been a real thing. There's been a lot of folks that no longer play the game for whatever reason. But I mean, the game's 10 years old. That's not radically shocking when you get right down to it. Boy, if this Richelieu decided he wanted to go, like, be useful, he could do some really mean things.
Come get some.
This is not going to be a good game. I'm outspotted. I have no destroyer cover. My submarine can't go over there. I would say he won't, but he literally can't. He just can't. Can this Growl beat the Akazuki? He can. Let's see if he will. Can I get this shot for free? I did get that shot for free. That makes me happy. Kill the Akizuki, life's going to feel better. Okay, life feels better. Not amazing, but better. This thing used to be a fire-starting maniac. Oh, that was close. That was closer than it should have been. All right, can we light the Yumahari on fire again? Oh, yes. Beat the crap out of this Baltimore, please. I'm so tired of being in this 3-on-1 against 3 different ships that all outclass me. All because my Richelieu won't move up. Or this Bismarck. You have 60,000 hit points. Stop playing behind everybody. Madre de Dios. Poor Balti, F that. Balti is an amazing ship. She's got perfectly even-tiered matchmaking and is playing with a Cossack player in front of her who's not an idiot. So, no. Poor Balti, my ass. Poor Balti, my ass. So basically, I'm now forced into doing point-blank engagements with a whole bunch of targets that I have no chance in beating. Should be a fun game. Mogami's only chance at being effective is holding the range open and kiting things. You can't kite anything when you can only see 8 kilometers. How is this Aki lit? Oh, hi. Hi, how are you? I've just the thing for you. They're called 6-inch shells. You're going to love them. Wrecked. Unfortunately, he took our destroyer with him, which makes me sad. Because it didn't have to happen that way, and yet here we are. Alright, I do not want to find this Harlem in front of me. I expect him to be on the bottom of the cap. What we're going to do, we're going to turn, we're going to vomit some torpedoes, and get the hell away. Hey, look, we finally own a cap circle. This game is not unwinnable, so we've got that going for it. But man. Yeah, I know, Howie. You say these days, that's always been the case. That's almost always been the case, that you very rarely do you find players, and in particular battleships, willing to risk their precious 78,000 hit points for something. All right, Grau's in a fight against the Brandenburg. He's probably going to die. I'm going to try and sneak into range here to help him out. He's probably not going to make it, though. Yeah, he's going to die here in a moment. Okay. And my team is running for the bottom of the map. Awesome. All right, I need this Brandenburg to turn back to starboard. He is. Okay. And the Harlem's right in front of me. Wonderful. Well, I'll be dead before long. So, let's go out with a bang, shall we?
Desert road, no gas, and no
Brandenburg, I
chance.
think I can get full pins with my AP on his superstructure and casemate armor. Let's go find out. There we go. Yeah, he's going to kill me. I was going to say, I might if we can kill him before he gets his next salvo off, I might survive, but no. So, another loss. Another loss while I have teammates screwing around the bottom corner of the map. By the way, you're not going to win the game this far off all of the relevant objectives.
Welcome
Yay!
to Jurassic.
So much fun! Oh, mein Gott. What else we got in here? I need a break from Japan. I need a break. Nasty wanted a game in Sherman. I gotta tell you guys, I am not a Sherman fan. I will try this ship, but I'm gonna warn you in advance that Forrest Sherman and I do not get along. I love American destroyers, but I hate this ship. So we're gonna try it, but expect very little. Somebody ban Happa for me, please. Can you boot him and ban him? I'd appreciate that. Thanks. Cheers. Happa, buddy. Friend. Pal. Do you remember? I've lost count. I've lost count. I was counting for a while. I've given up counting. How many times I would join your stream, or Deacon's stream, or Seven's stream, and the three of you would all be divvied up in Forrest Sherman, and one of you, inevitably, would eat a face full of torpedoes while sitting in your smoke trying to farm damage. Sherman is a garbage one-trick pony. That's all she is. That's all she is. And if you get an enemy team that lets you sit there and do your one trick endlessly, they deserve what they get. fucking gut. All right, let's see. Oh, I was kidding, Xanda. Please tell me you didn't actually do it. It's sarcasm, my dude. Sarcasm. Friesland is different, Badger, because Friesland has hydro. This boat has Friesland handles better, and she has better guns.
Born to be wild.
You timed him out? Wow, that was rude. I was kidding. You didn't actually have to do that. All right, a hull and a shimma. So neither of these things excite me very much. The hull has a heel and bigger caliber guns. See, if you ask me to play hull, I'm interested. Hull is different. Hull is a unique experience. If you ask me to play Sherman, I just go, dear God, why? Miyoko is amazing. Anybody who says differently just doesn't know what they're talking about. I legit don't know how to play this engagement.
To Jurassic Park.
If the Surkoff's gonna play south of A, I'm gonna try to swing wide and play the 1-2 line and just spot. They have a minnow and a Hawaii. Neither of these things makes me happy. I at least outspot the hull. I clearly don't outspot the shimma. The Hawaii will have radar. The minnow might have radar. We're gonna keep an eye on that. So that's fair, Happa. I mean, you've spent enough time to get good at using the torps in this boat, for example, right? I never have, largely because I don't like how this ship handles. She's fat and huge, and I'm already lit, which tells me it's the shimma.
Much better.
See, I'm going to drift right into a torpedo.
This is gonna fuck up.
This is what Sherman sucks at. She sucks at handling. I'm dead already. The only thing this ship is good at, she's not good at. Because she can't handle worth a damn.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Wasting my time. Wasting my time. The only thing that ship was good at is bullying other destroyers. And she can't do it because she can't handle worth a crap. Taters, that's not your fault, buddy. That's not your fault. Like, I have hydro. Great. What do I want to use it for? I want to use it to murder things. I can't because I can't corner with a dam. Because Sherman. Here's the other thing. For me, the play style of sit at 12 kilometers in smoke and farm damage is boring as hell. It goes against every destroyer instinct I have. Yeah, Brownstone, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna leave it tomorrow night. As a destroyer player, my job is to spot for the team. And ships like Sherman are literally rewarded for camping in smoke. It's their only thing that they do well. And Happa, I get that. I get that she's not. But frequently, so here's the other problem I have. Okay, well, I mean, this is a longer conversation. Wargaming, over the years, you know, we started in the game with the top tier destroyers were Gearing and Shimakaze, both fairly stealthy. Over the years, and they're kind of still more or less the gold standard for tier 10 detection, right, for a destroyer. 5.6, 5.7 kilometers, about as good as you can get. Over the years, we have taken that number, and the average detection of a tier 10 destroyer has done nothing but move to the right, in the sense of it's higher than ever. We've added ships like Sherman and Hull and Habarovsk and Delny and all these other boats that have detection. The French, Mogador's the 9, whatever the 10 is, right? Like, so all of these ships have crazy, 7+ kilometer detection. So the average detection of a tier 10 Marceau and Kleber. So the average detection of a tier 10 destroyer is now well over 6 kilometers, like in probably edging towards 6.5. I'd guess if I ran the numbers, it'd be like 6.3, something like that, right? So, is there any such thing now as a frontline destroyer? There's a handful of them. A handful of them. But what happens when matchmaking gifts you your destroyers are an Elbing and a Sherman, and their destroyers are a Vamp Deuce and a Shimakaze? What do you do? What do you do? For starters, matchmaking has basically just stabbed you in the nuts. Okay? You're now trying to play a game you're trying to play engagements that you're at a massive disadvantage at already. Just straight up numbers. There's nothing you can do about it. Those ships don't have heals. You might have smoke, but they're going to have radar. So it's like one of the reasons that I generally avoid high tier destroyers with high detection is because every time I try to take one, I get screwed by matchmaking. Exactly right, Classic. I get hosed by matchmaking, right? Humphreys is one of the few super ships that I really enjoy, right? She's a 5.9 detection. So she's a little higher than the Gearings and Shimakazes of the world, but she's definitely better than a lot of the things that might actually frighten her. This is a good boat, okay? Gearing remains excellent, right? I like Hull. Hull is different in that she's not stealthy, but her guns, she has cruiser. These are heavy cruiser guns. She has 203mm guns. I don't want to be a frontline destroyer. I'm literally going to play this ship like a cruiser, right? Except unless I'm forced into not doing it that way. So there's lots of, but a ship like Sherman, this ship has destroyer guns. She wants to be murdering destroyers. But if she doesn't have someone that she can play behind, if I don't have somebody stealthier than me that I can play behind them, I'm in a random battle by myself, as an example, last game. What am I supposed to do? Right? It's rough. I mean, put it lightly, right? So, when it comes to higher tier destroyer, Wargaming hasn't done the player base any favors, right? There are very few destroyers at the high tiers that function as good spotters. And the other half of that problem is very commonly you'll end up, and this is not shocking to anybody who's played the game, right? I'm out there busting my ass spotting for the team, and they're not even shooting anything. Like, hey guys, look, here's a radar cruiser you could pop like a balloon. And my battleships are like, what? And I'm like, I can kill you right now, So, Ultidor asked about Johnston. Johnston is a perfectly serviceable destroyer. Here's the problem. I have a whole video on my channel about this if you want to go watch it. Here's the short version. Oh, I gotta get off tier 10. Okay, where's Kid? All right. Oh, trust me, Italian DDs are an issue. Okay, high tier Italian DDs are an issue. The middle tier Italian DDs are fine. Okay, this is Kid. Kid's been around forever. Kid is a great boat. Kid is a knife fighter. She's got a heal. She can do all kinds of shenanigans. She can hang in a fight. She's hard to kill. If you can run away and hide and come back, this is a great destroyer. Here's the problem. That's what everybody wanted this ship to be, and it's not. That's the short version. Everybody wanted Johnston to be like Kid. They want to take this ship into a brawl. They want to. It's Johnston. You want to brawl with this ship, but you can't. You can't. She has good guns, but she has no heal. So you can't play this ship aggressively. It'll just get dead. You'll just die. You just melt like just butter in the sun. Dead. Right? So you have to play Johnston like a Fletcher, like a traditional Fletcher. Cautious in the early game, guard your health, and then later in the late game, you can be aggressive. But if I'm going to do that, why not just play Fletcher? Everything that Johnston wants to do, this boat already does, and does better. It's a shame. It's a real shame. It's a real shame, in my opinion. I don't understand what they thought they were doing here. The SAP is interesting. The little burst fire mode is a thing, right? And it is a small DPM increase. It's not bad. This is not a bad ship, okay? But if I'm going to play a multi-purpose destroyer that's going to spot for the team and have lots of things going for it, I'm going to play Fletcher. Johnston is a one-trick pony. Johnston is all about the guns, but you can't sustain a gunfight. You have no heal. You have no heal. You're dead. You want a gun? You want an American destroyer that wants to gunfight and really brawl? Buy a kid. This is where your doubloons are money to go right here. This is the baby. So yeah, I mean, kids' torpedoes are trash. Absolute dog crap. And you know what? You don't care. You just don't care. Because the guns are stupidly good. She has Fletcher handling, and she has a heal, and she has defensive fire. And so if the carrier decides he wants to come play with you, let's go. I'll just murder all your things, right? It's fine. So yeah, chat was saying something like they did Johnston a little dirty. I feel like that's probably fair. I feel like they did do Johnston a little dirty. But boy, it is frustrating to see. Okay. Xanda has Akatsuki and Brawl. I don't even know what Brawls are. Laffy is good. Laffy is a good boat, Gailron. I agree with you there. But Johnston, for my money, Johnston was a disappointment. For a ship with that history, it should have been amazing. And it just kind of wasn't. What is a Brawl, guys? What am I doing in here? I just queued up for this. I didn't read the rules. I don't even know what I'm doing. Is this the one where you just never, like this, you just spawn forever? What's the deal here? Torpedo Bloodbath. So I can't even use my guns. Okay. This will be interesting. There was, okay, this will be cool. There were some old, we used to do some occasional thing on some old modes where, old CC games where, we would do this sort of thing, right? Like you said, like torpedo jousting and stuff, which is fun. Because you can have a lot of fun with torpedo joust. Oh man, you're fat. They give everybody speed too. Look at this, how fast we are. I'm at like 60 knots. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm 60 knots. This is hilarious. Yes, the reload on the guns is hilarious. That is funny. I'm gonna keep that third. Oh, look at the reload speed.
Can't leave my ride behind.
We are having fun now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna take one of these. Oh, they don't even hit that hard.
Much better.
If we play this right, this Scunya's in trouble. There we go. This is actually kind of fun. I'm digging this. Uh-oh, that's a problem. I got busted right there.
He's gonna fucking oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Much better.
All right, we finally got the trash can.
Coochie, 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 coochie.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
All right, boys, get over here. I could use some hand with this guy.
Much better.
He's the last one alive. Let's go. I need to just not die. My goal here is not die. As long as I keep this island here, he pretty much can't do anything because he can't fire his torps in front of me. Come on. Woo! Look at that dodge. Look at that dodge. All right, we kept one area here. Uh-oh. I think our Sims is dead. I think he kind of blundered that. Yeah. That's all right. All right. There we go. Okay. I know, right, Seth? This is actually fun. I should do more of this. The torps are... You say fortunately. Yeah, I agree. Fortunately. But this is fun. I'll do more of this. This is cool. I haven't done this in years. Wow, Aryudachi had 5 kills. Crushing it. Nicely done. Can you take deep water boats? I actually don't know. I'm betting not. No, you can't take Pan-Asian. Oh, no, Gaja. Apparently you can. That makes no sense. Why would you do, why? What? Oh, no, Xander, this is awesome. All right, it doesn't take long. We're going to try Gajamata, because I legit think this is a screw-up. Why? 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 Did they change the torpedoes? You have what? Classic. You always have the last torpedo. These are this is stupid. I literally can't do anything but ram. I can't do anything but ram. All right, let's go find somebody and use our one torpedo. This is hilarious. How did they miss this? The Pan-Asian destroyers have to be banned from this mode. They're useless. Like, why would you do this? This makes no sense. Just take a ram flag and just go ram somebody. Oh, God. This is a riot. This is funny. Oh, chat, the memes write themselves. No, you're misunderstanding. The Pan-Asian destroyers are fine, but in a mode where you're playing torpedo jousting and your torpedoes can't hit other, and they're only destroyers on both teams, and you can't hit destroyers with your torpedoes, these ships should not be allowed. It's that simple. It's dumb. They shouldn't be a thing. It's bad planning on Wargaming's part. I literally can torpedo nothing. I can scare somebody with my torpedoes, maybe.
Can't leave my ride behind.
I'm gonna go ram this Akatsuki.
Coochie, coochie.
Or no, I'm not. I'll go ram somebody, though. I was going to ram the Sims, but I think you just ate a face full of pain. Yep. Well, let's try somebody else. Who else can we ram? Go ram the Lahardi. Let's try it. Although he's probably faster than I am. Mahan, maybe? Yeah, Mahan's coming this way. Let's give it a shot. Let's touch tips. Let's go, baby. You and me, bucko.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Mahan has another rack, though. I gotta be cautious here, yeah.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Oh, right, and see, I don't think I can catch him. I literally don't think I can catch him. He's just gonna... His torpedo... The torpedo reload speeds are so fast in this mode, I'm gonna flood out before I catch him. I can drive him away. I can force him to go be elsewhere. That's about the best I can hope for here. I mean, I've got my speed flag on. I can't catch this guy. I am forcing him away, though. Congratulations. We might finish the cap. All right. This mode is officially silly, and Pan-Asian destroyers need to be banned because they're just useless. But the mode is fun. I like that. That's cool. I need to do more of that. All right, what else have you guys got in the queue? All right, Bear's been very patient. Let's take this Graf Spee game. I am a Graf Spee enjoyer, but I have not played my Spee probably since they put out the new sub line. Here she is. Graf Spee. Hopefully we get decent matchmaking. Hopefully we get decent matchmaking. Altador, they were literally guys on the bow of the ship screaming angry thoughts at that Mahan, and that was as far as I got with it. Outstanding matchmaking. Everybody loves being the bottom tier cruiser. The only good thing here is that I have a heal, and the enemy carrier is an Independence, which means he's not terribly scary. I want to play the D cap in the hopes that I can be useful. We'll go give that a shot.
The work environment sucks.
We're going to leave this side of the map to the high tier boys. Let them have their thing.
And I please where I go.
It would have been funny. The brawl mode would have been cool, like if you could get like one salvo a minute out of your guns. Like once or twice a match in a brawl, you could fire the guns. Like that would be kind of funny. But as torpedo only, the Pan-Asian destroyers are just functionally worthless. The Helena's bailing. I kind of want to back up this Mahan, but I am not the ship to do it. All right, we'll see how this goes. I've got 6 ships in the queue right now. We did put Hull in. Ajima, I'll absolutely play. Man, Sarugi's a boat. And Issei. Kallax put Musashi in here, which is a ship that I'm terrible with. Andrew put Minigumo in here, which is a ship I'm even worse with. I might, instead of playing Musashi, I might play Shikishima. Just because that ship is hilarious meme fodder, and it's fun to play. Igla, Dragon, FR. Alright, let's speed up a bit. These guys are going to need the support over here. And I don't want to be anywhere near this Vladivostok. We got one Vlad in mid. So, what is a Kelowna? Tier 8. Is this like a... Is this another Veneto kind of style boat? Feels like a Veneto. I want this Baleares to turn so I can punish his impudence. There he is. Yes, 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 yes. That's actually a good-looking salvo. Get down, shells. Of course. Of course. Hold on. He's not done turning yet. Overpens again. Dragon's showing me a shot. Let's take it. Ah! You clowns. There we go. Hold on. I shorted it. Ooh, Dragon's turning in, is he? Well, now. Hi. Well, Ahan did something he shouldn't have been doing anyway. Not convinced those are going to get over the island and make an impact, but if they do... Okay, well, we got an overpen. I'll take it. We're going to swap to the HE and put up the Hydro. These two destroyers should be quite alone in here right now. The Orion Hydro is currently screening me a little bit. What's my Hydro range? 5? 5.5. We like that. There's 2 destroyers camped out in this smoke. Let's go murder them. You're dead. You're literally going to burn out. Yep. That just leaves the FR-25. Who left? He zoomed through the cap. How interesting. Okay. Alright. Well, why don't we get flipped then? Put my guns back to mid. The Hatsu worked the bottom into that cap and got the cap. Accurate main guns and SAP secondary. It's a Caracciolo. Thank you. Okay. See, that's interesting, because Caracciolo's actually a good battleship. One of the only good battleships in the Italian line is Caracciolo. I find that very interesting. Oh, I wanted to finish this cap, and I'm going to steam out of it. Yep, too late. Oh, hi, FR. Wrecked. Okay, well, they have... Most of their light units are dead now, so that makes me happy. Let me go see if I can pick on this San Diego a little bit. I gotta get shells... I'm here the Kelowna. I gotta get shells on somebody. Graf Spee is a Deutschland. Deutschland is the tech tree boat. Graf Spee is the premium. Spee is older. The biggest difference is that Spee gets a heal as the premium ship. Deutschland does not. Over in the tech tree. Deutschland gets manually controlled secondaries and better secondaries, whereas Spee is basically stuck with her main guns. Her secondaries are okay, and then she gets the heal. There's my boy. Ugh. Curses. Okay, so the Kelowna is backed up. Ooh, the San Diego's backing up. San Diego is literally stationary.
Have one on the house.
I need you to reverse. Come on.
Have one on the house.
I'm committing the cardinal sin of a carrier game. I'm sitting still. But I'm not spotted. And I'm kind of waiting. Okay, the San Diego's inching forward now. Okay, he's leaving that position completely. Perfect. So when he turns and runs south, I should have an opportunity to shoot him.
Got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like.
No, he's not coming back. He's not coming back to port the way I thought he would. Oof. Kelowna just got beat down. Probably has a gap through the torps. Nope, took one in the bow. And a fire. All right, Kelowna's coming. Come on, San Diego. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Oops. Kelowna got wrecked. What are we doing, San Diego? Come on, what are we doing? You're stopping? You're stopping. Now you're going forward. I just don't understand how this guy thinks he's going to get out of this position. He's literally surrounded. Like, where are you going to go, dude? If you sit there, you die. If you move forward, you die. If you don't move, you die. The Kagero is beating you up. All right.
Eat shit and die.
Well, this was not a particularly exciting game in Spey, but we're going to win it largely because the enemy team was not very good. So, oh well, whatever. So, Deutschland is Deutschland. When Deutschland was in testing, it was called something else. I have a game on the channel with it, but the sound on that video is apparently really bad. A lot of people have commented on it, and it's like, oh, it's a year old. I'm not going to fix it. Or I can't fix it now. The Deutschland was called something else in testing. Yeah, I was going to say that's not a very exciting game for me, but whatever. Spey is a ship that particularly excels at murdering opposing cruisers. She's kind of not good at much else. Oh, the real thing, was she named Lutzow? I don't think so. Is that right? You're gonna make me look now. You're gonna make me go look because I just don't remember these things. Survey says Deutschland. Yep, there she is. World War II. Deployment to Norway. Lutzow was a Hipper class. Lutzow, I think, if memory serves, Lutzow was the last Hipper class ship. Let's see. Maybe you're right. Yeah, Admiral Hipper class cruiser Lutzow. Lutzow, wasn't she the last of the Hippers? Yeah. Lutzow was the last of the Hippers. Commissioned in summer of 1939, sold to the Soviet Navy after the war, renamed as Petropavlos, scrapped in 1958. Seydlitz was the one they never finished. Oh, you're talking about the old school original Deutschland, like World War I Deutschland. That's not this ship. Lutzow was a Hipper class ship in World War II. Like later on, they used that name again. Okay. Okay, so Calix, I'm gonna send your points back. I'm gonna play Shikishima. If I'm gonna suffer through a tier 10 game, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at the top of the food chain. No, Shikishima's the 9. Or the 10. My apologies. That was Satsuma. Shiki's a 10. Shiki's a 10. We're gonna play Shiki. This ship is genuinely hilarious. I mean, the German Navy kind of disagrees with you? There were only 5 Hippers, right? Blücher was the only one lost in combat. Seydlitz was never actually, like, commissioned. Lutzow was commissioned to the Soviets. She was sold to the Soviets before the war. Now, we could argue that because she was sold before she was ever commissioned, that they didn't use the name. I suppose that's a valid argument you could make. I'd have to go back and actually look at the order paperwork. Let's see. Anyway, something like that. Okay, Shiki. Let's just go. We're gonna be trolls. Let's go troll people in Shikishima. The gun sound alone makes this ship worth playing. It's hilarious. Ooh, I like where your head's at, Cab. There's a lot of really fun Tier 7 destroyers you can take into brawls, right? A lot of fun Tier 7 destroyers you can take into brawls. I like that they've done the torpedo jousting meme with brawls. That's actually a hell of a lot of fun. Oof, Alvaro. I mean, MK, I see it. I'll be honest, it's a ship that I've never really wrapped my brain around. I've seen people play it. I've seen people play it well. I've not had much success with it. Alvaro because Alvaro is like based on the Italian hulls, as I recall. So it's a ship that we were having a conversation earlier on. I think you were probably here for it, talking about like high tier destroyers and high detection and all these kinds of things, and how difficult it is to play those ships in random battles because you're completely at the mercy of matchmaking. Kerr first on my left, Montana here in mid with me. Okay, I'm going to play the left flank for a while. Okay, so 6-1 is workable, MK. For some reason, I thought she was less detectable than that, or less stealthy than that. So, Yank, you're trying to tell me that any of the Deutschland-class cruisers survived the war? Deutschland herself survived the war. Scheer and Spey did not. There were only 3 ships in the Deutschland class. Then why is there no record of a fourth ship? Here we go. The nice thing about Shiki is she wants to sit at long range and be a troll. Oh, that gun sound. So good. Push it up to 3/4. Hello, Kerfurst. I think I undershot that. Those should all fall short. I have the lead right. I didn't get the yeah, they're all, yeah. I could look at the minimap and tell I underled that in terms of depth. That should be a better shot.
Coochie, coochie. Coochie, coochie.
Whoosh just got balls picking a gunfight with me. Not gonna lie.
To Jurassic Park.
Damn, I love this job.
That's how we do it.
I mean, I just dropped 17K through your deck, my dude. Are you sure this is a good idea? Feels like maybe you shouldn't be back there picking a fight with me, but what do I know?
Suck it down.
Time for some fish.
What the hell is a pioneer? I see the Sherman. I know what a Sherman is. What the hell is a pioneer? Oh, it's Cowboy. Oof. All right. That could be a problem. He's really good. Yeah, let's go be somewhere else. I don't want to deal with this crap. Go away, Libertad. You annoy me. Especially since you're just an HE spamming.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, look, it's a Sherman doing the only thing that Sherman is good at.
Much better.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
I really want to dunk this Libertad so bad. I love how everybody on that flank is like, nah, we're just going to go leave. We're just going to go be somewhere else. It's cool. It's fine. Kind of sick of everybody shooting at me. The entire enemy team shooting at me is getting exhausting. This is why I don't play Battleship.
Much better.
One of so many reasons I don't play Battleship. A non-pen on a broadside Libertard. That sounds about right. I mean, we're going to win this game because the enemy team is terrible, but once again, I have not had a chance to... We're 6.5 minutes in and they're half dead, right? And I'm basically just not getting a chance to contribute because I'm spending all my time running away. Hawaii radar's almost up. I think he's about to run into the hull of that sinking Kerr first. Is he? Looks like he is. He is. Wonderful. Let's try and dunk him now. Those shells look pretty good. Could you please? No. 4 ricochets. What is the armor scheme on this boat? What is it about a Libertad that makes it immune to damage? Who can help from 20-inch shells? Who can help me out? Unbelievable. Yeah, nasty, I know. But I don't enjoy it. This, again, games like this are why I don't play Battleship. Because you have to wait forever to do anything. And in between doing things, all you can do is sail around and try not to die. You'll aim your guns, pull the trigger, and not even be in the same zip code as what you aimed at most of the time. Like, just, ugh. Battleship. Yuck. I'm going to take this Azuma game. I've only got time for maybe 2 more games, depending on how they go, but I like Azuma. I really like, what's the goofy 10? Yoshino. Yoshino is better, but Azuma is a good boat. Azuma is all about the guns. I just looked at it. Whatever it is. Whatever the tier 10 is, you can actually get good work out of the torpedoes as well. I'm going to send some of these points back for ships that I'm not going to get to tonight, guys. I can only be on stream about another 15-20 minutes. I got some other stuff I got to get done tonight. So, unfortunately, we started a little early. I might go till 40 after. I might go another 25 or 30 minutes, but that's literally the end of it. Oh, this map is terrible. Who likes this map? Who is it? Who does anybody like this map? I legit want to know.
Let's do this.
Okay. With some conditions, there are a few that enjoyed it. DS9's got a good point. German destroyers, this many islands, the Hydro would be really good. I can see it. I can see it. I am going to wish I had my torpedoes, though. But for now, we'll just go up here and harass things. Good for gunboat DDs. Yeah, okay, now that's fair. For torpedo, if you're a torpedo boat, this map is terrible. They're just, the torpedo angles and the torpedo lines are just hot garbage. So many islands, people camp around. You just can't reliably end torpedoes. For a gunboat, as Classic points out, decent. There are some decent positions, and the Hydro gunboats, like a Z42, would love this map, right? As an example. Terp, I wouldn't think so, no. So the Richthofen is trying to carrier snipe. Okay. That feels ambitious, to put it lightly.
Time for some fisting.
I'm really kind of waiting. I'm here to back up this gearing. Like any good Japanese cruiser, I can absolutely ruin opposing destroyers given half an opportunity, but he's got to spot something for me. I'm relatively stealthy. Okay, I'm lit, so there's somebody here. How interesting. That Fletcher is not smart. He's charging a secondary battleship with no way out. He's quite literally already a dead man.
I like it.
All right. We're going to put some AP in the barrel. There's a possibility I get shots on this Buffalo, and I'm going to take them. Yes, let's go. Buffalo is squishy. Especially at this angle. Come on. Come on. Oh, Schlieffen took care of it. Nice. Oh, hi. How are you? How we doing?
What the fuck? The boogeyman is real.
Yoink.
You just found him.
Oh, you're my bitch now.
Much better.
Man, this Schlieffen is just rocking and rolling over here.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
I'm gonna run for president.
Okay, so interestingly enough, the sub player in front of me does not understand how to submarine. He's literally now grounded himself on an island. He actually managed to make that turn. I'm kind of impressed. We're going to get him here in a sec. He's turning back to port.
There's a hammer when you need one. Coochie, 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 coochie.
Fire's going to burn him out. Get wrecked. Alright, let's have some fun now. With this poison. Gotta get my guns flipped. Come on. Probably don't want to sit here. Let's just go be somewhere else. Oh, the Richthofen is down there. Oh, double fire. Poison felt that. Okay, let's run south again now. Now, Ashimazee is actually quite good.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Come get some.
6K right through the deck of the carrier. We love it. We love it here.
for more action.
Yeah, burn. I have no idea how we're getting spots, and I just don't care right now. I'm too busy murdering the carrier and loving all of it. Let's put some AP in the barrel. I have a sneaking suspicion that North Carolina is going to disrespect my guns. And I intend to disabuse him of this notion. Why, yes, I probably can Citadel you. Would you like to find out? Schlieffen's having himself a game over here, baby. Let's put some HE back in. The Japanese supercruisers, Ajima and Yoshino, are an absolute blast. If you don't own them, I can recommend for sure. They are great ships. It's literally this Richthofen. He's literally the last one left. Back to port, get all my guns on target. Pretty sure one of these battleships is going to clap him off the board before I do. Nope, they're not aiming very well. Let's swap to the AP in a minute. Nope. He's turning back the other way again. So we'll keep the HE in the barrel. Taking some torpedoes, and there he goes. Wow. Clean sweep. Murdered them all. Yeah, I know, right, Altador? Schlieffen had himself a game. Just drive forward and murder everything. And it crushed. It was awesome. That was great. Ajima, good pick. Good pick. That was a quick game, too. Did I already upvote him? I don't know. I'm doing it again. What was my destroyer? There was a gear? No. Who was my destroyer on that flank? No, we had the L20 on that flank. Okay. Solid. That Fletcher player was not like, no, don't charge a Hydro battleship in the first 3 minutes of the game. What are you doing? That's just terrible. Stop. Nice. Okay. All right, let's see. What have we got in here? MK wants a game on Alvaro. Okay, I'm going to give this a shot, guys. I'm going to play Hull. I'm going to play Hull, and I'm going to play Alvaro. I'm going to try Alvaro. This is not a ship that I know very well. I'm going to go look at it and see if maybe I understand. I can pick it up. Pick it up. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, this is 100% a Attilio Regalo. This is an Italian hull. These are Italian guns. Yep, the 135s are Italian guns. Slow-ish reload, but not hot garbage. 6.2 detection. Fairly quick, as you would expect out of an Italian ship. Crappy depth charges, probably subpar torpedoes, Italian torpedoes. Quite literally the Italian torpedoes, so no change there. All right, so what am I getting in exchange? I'm not getting crawling smoke. I'm getting stationary smoke. I'm getting speed boost and DCP, and that's it. Oh, and I have a Spanchi mode. Burst fire increases main barrel allowing you to shoot a series of quick salvos. Okay, so I can get 3 quick salvos to finish a target, but then my guns are out of action for 20 seconds. That feels awful. So Alvaro's gimmick, in my opinion, is like one of these things that I don't know why I would play it. Its one gimmick is not terribly useful. What do I mean? Okay, there are a number of ships in the game that have this weird burst fire mechanic. Okay. Some of them, the Spanish heavy cruiser line, for example, this mechanic is really cool. It allows you to quickly take advantage of someone who's making a positional error, put quick reload, quick AP salvos down range and like really punish somebody. Or like a destroyer. Same idea. If you're putting, destroyer's out of position, you've got good clean shots on him, a couple of quick salvos, you're going to lose your guns for a while, but if you have a chance to murder that destroyer, you take it, right? Okay.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Dave, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. If you want the same kind of functionality out of Alvaro, you're going to be disappointed. Destroyer guns, as a rule, right, across destroyers in general, there are a handful of exceptions, but in general, destroyer guns fire and reload quickly enough that mechanics like this that go, you get quick salvos, but then a crazy long cooldown on your guns, they add up to a net DPS loss. So they are incredibly niche in the times where they're useful. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're playing Alvaro. You catch an opposing Shimakaze out of position. Your detection is only a little worse than his. You're probably faster than he is, right? Yes. So this could happen. So let's say you catch this opposing Shimakaze napping. He didn't know you were there. You caught him on the surface. You got a clean shot at him, but he's only got 5,000 HP. You got to kill him now or he's going to slip away. This skill is now useful. Engage it, put a whole bunch of shells on target super fast, get him dead, and then turn it off and let your guns reload and get back into the fight. Okay. So there are cases that it's useful. Here's the problem with it, in my opinion. On a ship like Alvaro, why? Not that the skill isn't useful, but what does this ship do that every other destroyer at tier 10 doesn't? Nothing. I have questionably decent Italian torpedoes, right? They're slow. They hit decently hard. They're hard to detect, but they're slow. So they're okay. They're not great. So the torpedoes aren't great. The guns are okay. I don't have the crawling smoke. I have stationary, this is probably like the equivalent of like Pan-Asian tier 10 smoke. Yeah, just like every other nation's like, average tier 10 stationary smoke cloud like the Germans would get or something. And I have a regular speed boost. So what makes this ship interesting? It's not the consumable loadout. The main battery, maybe a little bit. I have HE and SAP, but not really. I have good fire chance. That's something to note. That's noteworthy, actually. The burst mode is really the only selling part of this boat, but it is so specific as to when you can get good work out of it. Why? Why would I take this instead of literally any other tier 10 destroyer? That's what I've never figured out. That's what I've never had no one's ever been able to explain it to me in a way that I would understand. There might be a reason. I've just never heard what it is. What's the gun range? 14.6. So you could, in theory, sail around and play this like a bit of a pocket Habarovsk. But if you're going to do that, why not just play Habarovsk, which has a heal and better guns? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything that you could look at this ship and go, oh, I could do this. Yeah, but ship X does it better, basically. So why? Maybe Cab. If you talk about second line destroyers, and that to me that goes back to the conversation that we were having earlier in the evening. In order to be a second line destroyer, an effective second line destroyer, there has to be a first line destroyer. Can you guarantee that in a random battle? No, you can't. If you play in divs with friends, these kinds of ships like this and Elbing and Sherman become a lot more attractive, right? You can engineer the div so that, hey, you're our spotter. You're the druid. You're the Shimakaze. Go out and spot. We're going to sit a kilometer and a half behind you in our little smoke clouds with our hydro ticking and murder anything that you spot for us. Awesome. Expecting that level of cognizant, intentional coordination out of a random team is a recipe for disaster. You're not going to get it. So yeah. Would it serve better in ops? It might, actually. I don't know. I'm going to try it in randoms just to refresh my memory and make sure that I'm not an idiot and I've forgotten things. But I legit feel like in ops, when you play ops, it's actually an interesting question. Ops are different. What makes a good ship in operations doesn't necessarily translate to randoms and vice versa. So there might be a home for this ship in like PvE or operations. Maybe. I could see that. She is quick. I have the opportunity to do some things, like I could move up and possibly try to cap A and sneak it out from under these guys. I've got this island in front of me. But like, I don't want to get in a gunfight with a Harumo. That guy's gonna murder me, right? Elbing, same. Barbiano, same. Every single destroyer on that opposing team, I want absolutely nothing to do with. They will ruin my life. So already I look at the matchmaking I've gotten in Alvaro and go, boy, I wish I'd had a Gearing. Boy, I wish I'd had a Shima. Boy, I wish I'd been playing my Druid, right? Although, again, Druid is another one that has problems spotting for itself. So, MK, every ship in the game deserves fans and love. I want every ship in the game to legit have somebody that enjoys it. If there's somebody out there that enjoys this ship, that's awesome. I have never figured it out. The attraction has never... I've never understood what the attraction is, right? As to why Alvaro was interesting to people. Right now, I'm going to hop in this cap. We're going to use this island as a bit of cover. I'm going to let this Bilal do some spotting for me along the one line and see if we can figure out what's over here. Sorry, answering some stuff on Discord. Okay, so the Janon's going to go camp out behind the island, but there's already somebody in the cap in front of him. Now, for a ship with my speed and maneuverability and detection, this is quite literally a waste of my time. The Bilal is at least doing some good work here. He's also going to be able to get up on the Shanon's flank. If he's clever, he can just launch some torpedoes into that smoke. Excuse me. And not worry about pinging. Just dump them into the smoke. Glad I was Airwing. Nice. I love this guy's name. USMC, glad I was Airwing. Yeah, see, our Shima on... Yeah, this is... Our destroyer lineup in this game is rough. And I've got a DM closing in on me over here, if he's not already in range. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to sit in this cap forever. It is a losing proposition to camp here forever. Wonderful. I chose to come out as soon as the radar began.
Hello to my little friend.
Lucky for me, he's right at the extreme edge of it. So I will sail out of it here in a moment. I'll take a little bit of chip damage and life will go
I'm
on.
gonna feel that one in the morning.
Okay.
Much
Now, with
better.
that said, let's get back into this cap from the other direction. Hey, maybe one of my battleships could murder these radar cruisers that are swanning around like they own the bloody place.
I'm gonna kill you old style.
We know it's not the Elbing, we know it's not the Shima, so I have the Harugumo in this cap with me. And then there's the Janan. Now my Torps are on cooldown, which is unfortunate. The Harugumo is behind the island. But the Janan is not. Janan also does not have Hydro in there. It's 3 on 7 on this flank. Time to go be somewhere else. I'm done. I'm not wasting my time with this cap anymore. The Balau is dead. He's suicided by sailing directly into the entire enemy team. And I'm just not. I'm not. Alright, we got one into the Janan. And we got 2 into Janan. So that's not bad. No, Yamato didn't get him. Feels bad. Ooh, speaking of Janan, we're setting up shop again, are we?
Time to put on the beer goggles.
God, the reload on these guns is terrible. Well, we're getting our teeth kicked in. There we go. He's reversing now. Yeah, he has to be reversing in there. Non-pens. I'm not even getting damage out of my HE. Wow. Oh, hey, what up? Oh, look, the opposing Janan literally doesn't understand how his torpedoes work. That cracks me the hell up. How long have I got on this smoke? Not long, probably. See, my gun reload feels terrible. And using the goofy burst fire mode is a net loss, a loss of DPS. So this is a good example of when you might want to use it, like that, right there, where he's trying to go into, he's trying to hide in smoke, and I'm trying to get max damage in right before we lose him. That worked out well, right? That's an example of when you might use it. But you've got to kind of look for those opportunities, because they're not going to come very often. Alright, let's get out of here. This DM is coming.
Leave my ride behind.
Team more or less packed it in a long time ago, anyway. I'm glad they finally did kill this Janan. But I mean, just the ship is anemic, right? Just not much it can do. I mean, I'm in an open water gunfight with a DM because I literally have nothing else that I can be contributing to the game right now. I have no detection, no AA, nothing of value.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning. Time to put on the beer goggles.
Much better.
It's me and the Shinano. That's how... So, well, user perhaps, but what exactly am I supposed to do precisely? I would be fascinated to know what it is that I can do in this ship that any other tier 10 destroyer can't already do better.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Can use islands and send burst salvos. How does that work exactly? So here's the problem that I have with the burst salvos, right? I'm still spotted for 20 seconds, but I can't do anything. I can't fire back or do anything useful for 20 seconds. So
Much better.
what is it? What is the value of it? So it's an island camping destroyer? Nah, I just give me a Worcester and call it a day. It's a better ship with more tools.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, see, I'm behind this Barbiano. I didn't hit him with a single shell. I'm dead anyway. If I'm gonna island camp, I'm not gonna do it in a destroyer. That is for me, for me, that's a giant waste of time. If I'm gonna island camp, I'm gonna do it in something that can survive island camping. I'm gonna pick a light cruiser or a DM or something with a heal and something that's got hydro and defensive fire. I did not camp islands the whole time. I camped an island for the first 30 seconds and realized that there was no point to it, so then I left. Because I was sitting there trying to cap, thinking that perhaps I might get some spotting information from the submarine on the edge of the map that I could use. That was not going to happen, so then I left. I definitely don't outspot the Harugamo. He and I have basically the same detection, and he has cruisers behind him, whereas I don't. My cruiser is dead, and the Yamato's playing 10 clicks behind me. If the heal would make a difference on this ship. If the ship had a heal, you could possibly play it more aggressively, right? But the lack of a heal means that any engagement I get into, I better bloody win, because every HP I give up, I'm just that much closer to dead. I didn't outspot all those destroyers. I outspotted most of them. I definitely outspotted the Barbiano, right? And the Elbing, but they're on the other side of the map from where I start, right? Which is sad, isn't it, Grease? It's sad that you can get a 3 with that. I got to call it a night anyway. My point is this. If you want to learn how to play Alvaro, you're going to need to find it from somebody else. This ship and I don't understand its purpose or its value, okay? If there's somebody else out there that does, wonderful. I would love to learn more, but you're going to have to learn it from them because you're not going to learn it from me. I don't get it. I have the exact same problem with high-tier Italian destroyers. I don't understand the value, right? Like, what purpose, what is it that this ship is supposed to do that I can't already do better with, like, an Elbing is an easy example, right? Sure, Attilo Regolo is a second-line destroyer. Okay. Does it have some cool things it does? Yeah. Would I rather play almost any other tier 10 destroyer? Also, yeah. So I look at it kind of this way. Now, Falcon, that is a good point. If you have the opportunity to ambush things, that's reasonable. But that's also probably going to come in the mid or late game after an opposing destroyer, as the game has gone on and you've managed your health smart and you're not dead, or they screw up positionally in the early game, right? If you get somebody who's stupidly aggressive and you can punish their positioning early, yeah, go for it. Like, that's what that burst mode should be good for, right? That kind of thing. But in the early game, running around, getting spotted, getting radared, getting dive bombed by planes or whatever. Okay, I mean, yay, because you can't do much else. You are not that effective. No, it probably isn't, MK. It probably isn't. They should play similar, right? And I need to do more work trying to learn how those ships play, because clearly I don't get it, right? And that's not That's not other people's fault. That's my fault. I got to work on that. So, all right, let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who's out there streaming boats. Clyde was around earlier. Let's see. Who is streaming some boats? Torps gun and booster. So, I'm not sure I follow you on that one, Falcon, but I think I sort of take your meaning. Let's see. We've done Sea Donkey recently. Wow, Citizen's still around. That's wild. I didn't know he was still playing. It's Wednesday night, so it's a different crew from the folks that I would normally find myself raiding on Thursday night. Oh my goodness, Q's around. Q's around. Oh, this is an easy raid then. This is an easy raid. This is an easy raid. So Hujam, that would be interesting. But I guess that's my thing, is that my brain, when I look at a destroyer, I immediately evaluate it through the lens of how can I contribute to my team winning? Spotting, capping, area denial torpedoes. Those are the things that, in my experience, are high impact when it comes to destroyer play. So that's what my brain immediately gravitates towards trying to find in a destroyer. If it's not there, my brain goes, you're not going to get along with this ship. That's just, after 10 years, that's kind of where I'm at. I have, like, Elbing I've finally kind of come around on, because you can play that as a long-range kind of gun spammy boat. You can kind of do the same thing with Habarovsk, even though that I've never really gotten along with Haba. But these Italian destroyers are like mid-range ships. Like, they can't play long. They can play short, but they're better at like the 8-ish kilometer range. And the guns are really good, but the reload is kind of odd. And it's like, so what am I doing here, you know? It's just weird. It's just weird. All right, we're going to raid Q. You guys probably don't know Q. Oh, I got to move this. I can't do it here. Q Continuo is an old school boats streamer. He's like me. He's been streaming in the game a long time. He also streams Star Trek Online. Really, really cool dude. I actually got to meet him a couple years ago aboard USS Hornet. He lives out on the West Coast. So definitely give him a hashtag clever girl from me. Throw him a follow if you enjoy the stream. And I will be back next week. Now, at the moment, I have a stream on the schedule for Monday night for MechWarrior 5. That's not going to happen, but I am going to stream MechWarrior 5 next Thursday night after I'm back from Milwaukee. Okay, so if you guys want to see some blowing up robots, we're going to blow up some robots here on stream and have a good time. Some stompy bots, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm wanting to stream that since the game came out about a year and change ago. So come on by, that'll be a good one. Otherwise, I'll be back in a couple of weeks with some more boats probably. Between now and then, see you on YouTube. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Take care. If you're traveling to Milwaukee for Star Wars Unlimited, come find me. I'll see you there. Take care.